last pick for Entity.
That was unreal.
And gotta keep in mind, like, all of the damage that's kind of coming in from Nigma. You've got Bedlam, magical damage, DOT, you've got Beastmaster, a bunch of little summons biting into him. I think Flesh Heap is going to have a lot of value this game. Why tip me? Okay. Interesting.
It's a good question.
Why answer me?
Even better question. Are you smoking? You're not typing. That's what I'm saying.
All right, now here's the thing. If they run in here and then kill off Yuma, they should tip Stormstormer. All right, they tipped him.
There's his tip.
They got him. Now finding Yuma, stunned, in trouble. What a way to start it. Will it be enough? Yes. Fishman draws first blood. Watson a little off the mark with that hook.
Calibrating.
Now trying to find Kuro. They can't do anything extra to him.
That's just the first hook, He's just getting a feel for it. Seeing how it is.
Absolutely. Wait, are they going to be able to block Mikey out? Mikey, he's going to be slow to get to lane here. Disruption in the midst of it. They're keeping him here for a while. That is super annoying for Mikey. He's going to miss a lot of that first wave. And down bottom, likewise, trying to punish Watson on his way to lane. The Hawks diving in, the Boars beating his butt, and Watson eventually going to have to stumble on out with not a whole heck of a lot of regen his way.
And Kuro being harassed back here, but the reflection comes in to deal a little bit more damage back. Kuro, though, has to check his health. Oh, Kataomi. Oh, he clutched it out.
God, he got him. Dude, Kataomi getting off to this really good start is huge for them.
That's crazy he lived. I thought he was at least going to have to trade for that. At the same time, though, GH suffering down bottom.
Nice combination. Able to bring down that Willow. A great start for Entity. 3-0 already. Really gain everything that they want. And like we talked about, too, that first wave advantage going the way of Leshrac is going to start him out feeling pretty good. I think he has the bottle already coming out to him on Stormstormer, while Mikey's still a little ways away. Needs a creep or two.
Well, taking a look here at his last couple matches, it looks like it's been a while since he's gotten to play the Pudge on Watson. There's a bugged match, in case anyone else is looking at the stats, that didn't actually occur where he played Pudge, so please ignore that one. But it hasn't been since the Lima Major, since he's busted it out, around that time of the patch, when things were kind of good for Pudge. Oh, what a hook!
Oh, man.
Yo, Watson!
Finds him, pulls him back in.
He was just sitting by the small camp.
Give him this one more often, my God. And also doing a good job of taking out this Hawk. Man,
Yo,
mid lane,
is his PC
by the way.
okay? Is he is GH fine?
I'm not sure. I will also, we need to draw attention to mid lane. That early casualty and pressure that they put on Mikey has really come back to hurt him. He got denied his bottle. He was like 10 gold away for a really long time. And now Stormstormer is completely taken over. 13-4 versus 5-0. Mikey has finally gained his bottle delivered now, but yeah, that early move from Kataomi really set him up for success.
Yeah, that is really bad. I mean, Stormstormer has even got like more creeps coming into him right now. Like he's 15-5 with 2 more creeps under his tower.
Yeah, no, that was huge. Those little things matter so much. The early laning stage, just creating a little bit of instability in the lane.
Yo, Mikey's out of there. He's like, I gotta go up to the batting room here, guys. I'm having a hard time.
Kataomi is going to take some pressure from Kuro, but likewise starting to build up those stacks. Calling Blades his way through and is going to be fine. Interesting. Well, there is also another person that's having some issues in the laning stage, and that's going to be Watson, in spite of the 3 assists. Never mind.
Yeah,
the hook under the tower. Oh, buddy. MC starting to fall, gets the kill. It is going to be Watson dead after.
He accepted his fate there. He had 6 charges, but I think he just wanted to die. Didn't quite have the goal for the Ring of Health yet either, so just decided to sacrifice himself there. His courier is even waiting at their own secret shop up top there to pick it up, so Shagbark's on the long walk back down bottom. And you know, he did lose a game at Dream League when he last played this for Watson. Or sorry, yeah, it was for Dream League. He won. But his last win, Spring DPC versus Nigma. So there you go. And he lost both games of the Lima Major. That's what I was going to bring up. So this is his vengeance tour, is what I'm saying here.
Okay.
He wants to prove his pudge skills here today.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so far so good.
Yeah, we talked about the assists. He's also gotten 3 of the Flesh Heap stacks and
got him again.
The stun into the hook, easy as pie. Tries to run down GH. Not going to be able to do it with that Cursed Crown creating the separation, but still a nice way to make that little initiation work. And it's going to be hard to deal with that.
Yeah, obviously Dark Willow, pretty survivable with the help of the Shadow Realm. That doesn't work so well when they can just hook you into a tower despite it. And Onslaught and the damage here mid, though. Oh, that would be so huge if they could make that play happen there. And Mike Cospero was like,
around. Oh no. Oh, your support comes to help you out. You just end up dying, feeding over more golden experience to Stormstormer. And
his courier wasn't being microed either up top. His courier was just sitting there and Gabbi went and killed it.
Oh man. Yeah, that hurts. That's a tough one. Well, 6-1 start. Attempt down bottom again for a hook from Watson, not quite connecting onto them. I mean, they need to play around MC. They need to play around Terrorblade, it feels like, because Mikey is just not getting a game early here.
Yeah.
If he gets level 6, though, he can still make solid moves.
And that's the real question, is how much are you going to give away before he's rotating down to that bottom lane? I feel like you want Roar, you want Primal Beast to come down, charge through, get a kill, potentially hit the Twin Gate up after using your low cooldowns. Those are the kind of plays you're going to want to try and make on this Primal Beast, all backed up by a Nature's Prophet. So those kind of plays aren't quite online. But the problem is you don't want your enemies to be so far ahead that it feels like, you know, this overwhelming advantage these heroes are supposed to bring in the early game is either nullified or even just like a negative, where it feels like you're just running into really strong heroes. As Fishman runs in from behind here, gives the wave to Yuma. I was going to go back to the Twin Gate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I promise.
Mid lane. They try and go now. Mikey with the DD, the trample, bringing in heroes. Stormstormer trying to survive. Does he have enough to do it? No. Mikey getting that kill. Huge pickup. But Watson there to claim a return. So no TPs were really available, it looks like, on these other supports when that move happened. And that set them up for a nice gank in. Meanwhile, Fishman showing himself. Does have stick charges. Maybe can steal this one away from Kuro. Spots him there for the moment. Just a little juke. Oh no! He's got his ankles broken. It was just a tree there. Oh my god. 20 stick charges. Fishman. Pop stick, TP out. Doesn't have TP, never mind. But turret wants to punch, wants to kill Fishman. Oh, the Fishman. Fishman. Does the juke back around? GH, he's not going to get fooled that easily. Wow. He handled him, man.
He took him down. That's one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. Just, I mean, I don't even know. He looked like Monkey King there. He just turned into the tree. MC getting run down here. Watson. Oh!
Not quite enough for the kill. So Nigma get a little bit of reclaimed glory as they needed that one.
Oh, did he ever, man? He has a salve too and the Ring of Health. By the time Pudge gets back here, MC's gonna be almost back up. That was pretty pointless in the end. Great save for the teammates, but Mikey.
Mid lane manages to get a little bit of separation, and 8-minute rune, it's gonna spawn top. So Kataomi helps to secure that one if they want to for Stormstormer. And yeah, Arcane on Lesh. You love to see it.
Fishman coming back down bottom here as Watson returns. Again, these setups are so easy that GH has to be really careful with his positioning. 66.7% accuracy. Very nice. Rounded up, of course.
Yeah, good. Should mention that, picking up those double wisdom runes have really set Entity up to get levels in their advantage. GH is getting the levels. It's really just Kuro that's the one that's stuck behind. Level 3 still on this Nature's Prophet with just 1 point in Sprout and 2 in Teleport. It's going to struggle to find some relevancy, I feel like, in this game. This is the point where we'd love to have Wrath of Nature.
Oh, careful. They've realized there was a ward up on that high ground. That's why they backed away here from Entity. Not able to get rid of it yet, though.
Making the move. Arcane Rune still willing to go, but backs out as there wasn't a chance for a chase. And a hook not going to connect. So Entity bring numbers, can't connect.
They will get the D ward afterwards, though, and catch the sentry on the ground here from Nigma. So, but Gabbi, he's just doing it again. Again, game one, played on the Doom, did not get involved early. Wasn't really able to do it. Teammates also just didn't rotate to him, so it's not completely his fault. Could just be that, you know, they're happy with the space he's getting right now, because he's certainly getting space. There's no doubt about that. Yuma is as well, though, and that is a Grandmaster Terrorblade. I know every carry player is pretty much a Grandmaster Terrorblade at this point, because they like the free wins in their pubs. But just keep in mind that this guy is going to be splitting up that map pretty soon, and you have a, you know, pretty balled up lineup, I would say, from Entity.
Yeah.
If this game stays even for too long, it will be hard to keep up with the push potential.
Well, and Stormstormer will probably be able to do a good job of, like, you know, cutting those waves, and probably going to go bots after finishing off the Bloodstone, I would imagine, to keep the side lanes pushed out if necessary. But I agree, there are definitely some pretty substantial, you know, wave pushing problems with Shadow Demon and Venge. Granted, you can kill a creep wave with Kataomi, but it takes a while just to sit there and spamming out Shadow Poison. Support's not having push always hurts a little bit. So 8-4, and they are making this move down bottom. GH in some trouble. They pull him back in with that hook. More than enough to get another kill. Watson up to 5 stacks of Flesh Heap now, and trying to get into that Aghanims.
Yeah, him as well as MC also going for the Aghanims this game on the Beastmaster. You talk about all the issues in terms of a bunch of units and summons, and it is true. Like, they would not last all too long versus a lot of these entity heroes. I mean, there's a Doom even. If you want to add that, he's going to have a Midas. He'll be devouring, so plenty of reasons to kind of avoid it. And so he's going to try the Ags build. Not as beneficial, of course, versus the Illusion heroes, but really it's just kind of nutty versus those heroes, and it's still just kind of fine, I'd say, versus in most games.
Watson trying to make a move there is going to get roared. A lot of heroes nearby there for the save. Fishman throws out the stun. Now Kuro turned upon. Watson backing out, doesn't have hook ready. Walks in, finds Mikey, finds Kuro, catches him there for a moment with the bite. The slowdown, and Yuma shows up. That's more than enough to kill off the Pudge. So a 2-for-0 can't even get Kuro on that Nature's Prophet. Is Kataomi going to back away with Gabbi? They brought more numbers on Nigma.
Oh, Gabbi.
And
wait, what?
Gets through. No way to break it.
Oh, okay. I missaw something.
So 12 minutes, 9-6, but the tower going to be taken, and Yuma able to play with his team a little bit here.
It's actually insane how much the Wisdom Rune impacted. I can't believe GH isn't 6 yet.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he had terrorized it. Like, after, like, there was even kills there. Like, he just got some XP in that fight.
Yeah.
That's very painful in a hero like Dark Willow, and Nature's Prophet for that matter, of course. Like, a little bit of earlier damage there from the Wrath of Nature could really help.
Absolutely. I mean, it can make all the difference in the world. And I mean, he's out just sort of farming with Sprout right now. But at the same time, the move from Entity is to head up top and try and take down this tower. Already Yuma grabbing the wave and just pulling it off to the side. They can't really do much. I mean, they've kind of gotten what they wanted so far. Fishman's going to stack up more camps, try and accelerate the farm as much as he can of Entity. But yeah, I want to see the plays, what they want to do to try and shut this down, because Nigma feel like they've, well, the supports aren't getting levels. The Terrorblade is definitely coming online.
Yeah, they're both teams kind of weathering a bit of a situation right now. They're looking to get the Aghanim Scepter up on the Beastmaster before they do all too much, but really it's not so much about what Nigma want to do. They need to be ready for what they know is coming from Entity. They know the Ags on the Pudge and the Bloodstone on the Leshrac are going to be the next two big things, and that Bloodstone is nearly done. It's 160 gold away. And then just disassemble and be good to go. So have to be cautious about that. I'd love to see more supporty stuff onto Kataomi. He does already have the Faded Brooch, which is great. A little bit extra movement speed there. Keep you close. Make sure that you can get those big saves. But most importantly, he wants that Aether Lens.
Right. Entity are doing a similar thing to before. They are stacking up every single camp right now. Fishman gets another round of Ancients. So does Kataomi as they pick up that Wisdom Rune. And now Stormstormer, he's going to head in with that Bloodstone and try and take it all. This is a ton of gold. He's at 6,400 at the start of this. And about to get a big injection. Also, the levels for Fishman just in general is going to be really nice.
Yeah, I mean, this is where he got his good Warlock game. This is what happened last time. Like, I'm looking at this Warlock, I'm like, why is he so farmed? And it was just stacks. He had so much XP early, too. He got that Solar Crest and drums up early.
Down bottom. Watson's going to get found, though. So they make a really strong move. Mikey, this Blade Mail is going to start paying off.
Yeah, he's doing the Blade Mail Heart build because of what they wound up with at the end of this draft. Really good, right? Like, Blade Mail and Heart versus Pudge and Leshrac? That is sick.
Yeah. So Watson not really getting the start that he needs to, but they move in. Fishman down to very low HP, comes out, gets the stun, but the Blade Mail's there. Gabbi trying to take down Mikey. They have enough. Kuro is going to fall too, and now Yuma walking forward. They try and take down Stormstormer. Do they have enough to kill him off? They will. Yuma silent, pulled back in. Watson on him, tries to get the finish, and gets it. Perfectly played. No disruption there for Kataomi to catch on that last Beastmaster. But 3 for 2. Stormstormer goes down, but Watson, a huge injection for him.
Was he turning to Sunder?
I think so.
That was so close. Because I was looking, trying to figure out what was disabling him, but I think he was about to get it there in just a moment. So yeah, absolutely massive. Oh, that was a big injection of XP and gold to the side of Entity. And of course, you know, Gabbi now 1-0 and 4 so far in this game. Much better than game number 1 on the Doom. He's finding his involvement. He already has Octarine Core. He is absolutely huge this time. By far the most farmed person in the game because he's just been up top. His heat map, very northern. He's not flying down south for the winter. He's just chilling. And they are way back here with this ward looking for the free hook onto MC.
This would be big.
Or just the walk up and ulti.
Yeah.
Why bother hooking? Okay, fair enough.
I mean, that works too.
Unless he does this with his boar after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gabbi moves in also. Disruption to keep him alive. They kill Fishman.
Yeah, he's still alive.
MC is just fine. Yeah, that one worked for them quite well. They just take down the Venge. Should mention that was actually, they did manage to get the Doom off onto TB in the last fight. So that is the other thing we're going to need to watch for is if Gabbi can get in position to connect those ones onto him and, you know, mitigate his survivability.
Oh, maybe it was still going. I thought it was off already. That makes way more sense.
But Stormstormer bots, travels. He and Doom are very large and in charge in terms of that net worth.
Kind of I mean, maybe this is you look over at MC's HP and you go, oh, that's why that didn't work out, huh? Because this Ags build, now finished and complete, he's up to 2138 HP plus this Vanguard, so hard guy to bring down. And now you definitely don't want to be close to him, of course, with the drums now beating.
Yeah, he is definitely much more survivable at this point. I wonder if it's worth it to Doom MC instead of the Terrorblade in these fights. Like, obviously, dooming Terrorblade is great, like shutting down the Sunder, but like if you can mitigate the healing that MC gets from the drums, that might make the difference too.
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like the damage is so much too, though.
Yeah.
I like dooming Mikey and just ignoring him. I think that's also pretty solid.
You just want to doom everybody.
Yeah, that's a good solution, actually. Let's go with that. But then, you know, dooming Mikey, obviously, pretty cool having Blade Mail versus the hero now, because it's an item that's pretty impactful for a lot of core heroes and doesn't get shut out now by the new version of Doom, so just buffs it a little bit more.
They are now starting to send out treants by Kuro to see if he can block a couple of these stacks that are being made, but he's sending them early, and they're just more gold into the coffers of Watson. As now with an Aghanim Scepter for himself, he can come on in and take these Ancients.
And he can also, of course, take away that healing. You know, we're talking about reducing healing and stuff. Now we have the regen reduction there from the Rot. So MC really no happy builds here in that regard. There's always gonna be some answer to whatever he bought, but Mikey,
he can't get away, buddy. He's stuck there. And now Terrorize, good connection actually. Hook lands, finds one. It's on Mikey, in fact, trying to take down this Pudge, but he's really hard to kill. Sprout there. Kuro gonna get chased down. They kill off the NP. Still, not many other people have died, but well, Lesh going down, and now the Doom onto MC. They decide to do it. Gabbi trying to take him down. Watson controlling Yuma for the moment. Do they have enough? Sunder not in time. It was on cooldown for 4 more seconds. Oh man, well played.
I'm stunned that Watson lasts that long. That he must have been holding the damage block until the perfect moment there. That was absolutely ridiculous. When they came in and doomed MC, that looked like we're just escaping situation there. And Watson manages to turn that fight around there. Poor Yuma having two of the toughest fights there, not able to get that big standing impact that he's looking for. And he's so close to the Scotty too. You win that fight, you get the Scotty gold. These fights all look so hard for Entity, but there's the start of it again here.
Right. Used the banishment early, but did manage to have it back up again for that second
watch this
round.
Bloodstone activation. Right in between the fear and the roar, he gets Bloodstone off. That was huge.
Oh,
they had to spend way more on Stormstormer. So Watson comes out. Oh, he still hadn't used the damage block, and then he pops it. Damn.
Yeah, gets alive there at the end. And then the turnaround here is the big one, making that Terrorblade illusion, which just laid into the entire team of Nigma. You make Terrorblade strong, you make Shadow Demon strong. It's deadly.
Just those tiny little moments that they really needed. At the very least, for Nigma, they weren't able to go and snag that Aegis on the side of Entity, and that is something that Nigma can do very, very quickly, just by taking over. I mean, obviously it's now down to that Radiant side, so they could push this out, and I imagine try and get this now. That seems like the best possible play for them. I mean, they have Solar Crest, they have drums, they can take it in a heartbeat. But Doom is back online. Everything is up for Entity. I am definitely just staring at this rush right now if I'm Nigma. I do not want to lose another fight.
They got to get something. They really need to, because you're seeing the answers, right? I mean, Shadow Demon's not always going to be able to get a great disruption like that onto the Terrorblade, but in moments where it could happen, it gets very scary. And I mean, the other thing is now he's got Demonic Cleanse that's going to allow Pudge to just run unhampered towards them. Watson now has the Blink Dagger coming out, and yeah, they're going right in. This is big. I mean, if they get this one, this is what you want to see from the side of Nigma. And Entity not in position to come and contest. 7,000 gold lead for Entity. But an Aegis to try and exert their will. Want to see what Nigma decide to do with this. But with Scotty done now, this is a timing they have to make some stuff happen.
Yeah, that could certainly. I mean, Watson's gonna know it was coming, but you. I mean, you're not gonna feel it until you're actually in a fight versus it. And obviously, it's a lot harder to play around.
The Scotty
Pudge. He's just holding this haste rune and finally picks it up.
Yeah. Well, what are Nigma going to decide to do with this Aegis? Still a lot of towers to take around the map. Obviously, it's also good to just keep that farm going. Hard to play into it.
I'm just farming out this Aegis if I'm Nigma. I don't even think this helps them that much necessarily. It's literally Aegis. I don't want this on Entity's Leshrac. Like if Stormstormer has Aegis, these fights are just going to be so bad, but we take Aegis really fast, so let's go take it while we're they were getting some map pressure at the same time. They grabbed their Wisdom Rune right before, checking off a couple of these 20-minute boxes for themselves, and they are going to move in under smoke. Beastmaster pushing up through top as well to try and give them an opening by providing some vision on an enemy hero. And if Stormstormer pops out of this tower to farm it, but no, he smells something. The Spidey goat, whatever he is, sense is tingling, and he's out of there.
Yeah, he does not want to be around there anymore. So yeah, they're going to take this tower. Yuma already in position, and Entity kind of being herded into the bottom side of the map. Watson's still farming at mid, and down here is just Kuro. Well, the rest of the team of Nigma is going to try and make another move, it looks like. Can pressure this top tower a bit if they want, while still farming up on Kuro, as he's trying to keep up a little bit with that Shadow Demon. But
And
they're
with his
getting some pressure
Philosopher's
on.
Stone, that gives him his shard, actually. I believe Kuro just bought.
Okay.
The Curse of the Old Growth. Great name. Big fan of that one.
I wonder if he's just wanting to like ensure that he gets the shard to other people.
There is some value in that. You're not wrong. I think the vision is huge, especially like around Roche fights and stuff. It is pretty cool.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, after taking the tier 2 tower on the top side of the map, Nigma back away. Entity going to start to push this out. Still 2.5 minutes left on this Aegis. What indeed are they going to be going in for? Mikey wants to get into an Aghanim Scepter after having already finished the Heart. GH had the full Yules completed after the Veil. An Entity, they're going to get together and smoke into the Aegis. 2 whole minutes on this. And they're grouped together on Nigma. This is Aghanim Scepter delivered for the Lesh. So Nihilism makes them feel comfortable taking this fight.
It's a good read on how strong they are. They can definitely win this fight. One thing that's missing for Nigma as well is the fact that GH is still level 10. Doesn't have that 12 in Bedlam. Almost doubles the damage. And that's where you really start popping off. But his control of Terrorize is the most important thing.
They see him. Jump forward. Tries to get it. Gabbi. BKB out. Roars there. With a jump onto Yuma right at the start. Down to half HP. He's in trouble. Stun. Disarm. Can they take down Yuma time? The Sunder is there. The turnaround happens. Nigma, they might be doing it. They take down one, now looking for Watson. That ward dropped down on high ground right before the fight. Kuro knew what to do.
Hey man, curse the old growth, baby. You know, I actually don't even know if he used it. He might have. More importantly, GH did get a control of the Terrorize, which was very important.
They kill off all those illusions.
Oh, he did use curse the old growth, guys. Clearly, that's what did it. The vision.
And they went all in on that Aegis too. I mean, if they kill him and terrorize, it's obviously great, but suddenly this lead evaporating. Yuma.
It's kind of a not where they wanted that fight to take place. Like you think about how like Leshrac and Pudge want to output their damage. It's not that great in these individualized tree line situations. They much prefer like Roche pits or high ground sieges like this. But they just felt like they were really strong. And I agree. I definitely think they could have won that fight. Oh, Watson gets one. All right.
Another one. That's 11 stacks now of Flesh Heap. But, I mean, that last fight, that one hurt. A huge window for Nigma opened up now as, you know, they've taken 2 rounds of tier 2 towers. They've gotten some pressure onto that tier 3 bottom. You're in a situation where I feel like if there's one more fight that gets lost in a bad way from Entity without buybacks, their base could just evaporate.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt in terms of the scaling of which team feels a little bit more frightening right now. Just like TB as well as this Beastmaster can become quite the monster once he has a little bit more of defensive capabilities. He's still kind of weak, especially if they're able to reduce the healing, obviously, but maybe if he can do a BKB, that would be a nice find for him. Speaking of BKBs, is that what he's going to buy next on Stormstormer? Because he has the Shivas and the BKB queued up. I feel like BKB would do quite a bit for him because I think GH in the back line, the control there from the Terrorize came out in a big way in that last fight.
Right. Oh, Gabbi. He's found. Has BKB TP. Roar use. Is he going to be able to survive this? Doesn't look like it. Terrorize is there. Mega dead. So they take down the top net worth hero in the game. Gabbi really has not been able to do that much. It feels like in this whole series almost. It's been tough for him.
Struggling a little bit there. Ooh. And smoked up Stormstormer will escape from this situation. GH's courier is desperately trying to catch him. He had the blink queued up and he bought out a full Kaya instead on GH. So obviously now level 13. He's done a great job of catching back up. He was just level 10 a second ago. But now the Kaya, 2 points into Bedlam. He's feeling a lot stronger in these engagements. And it is something that entities struggle with a lot right now. Their only jump, really, is either a hook, or more realistically, it's it's just Gabbi. He just has like BKB going to the back line. And of course, GH, not a target that's easy to doom unless you plan on getting your Aghanims anytime soon.
Right. Oh, and also, I'm just noticing, this is going to be double Shiva's guard picked up. Gabbi almost has one completed, and Lesh Stormstormer just feels like he has to get it for the armor. So not like the worst item in the world to double up on, but sort of some overlapping needs that these heroes have.
Yeah, I would like it if he just went BKB, I think, and kept the plate mail. I think casual plate mail is fine, at least for now.
He just swapped it over, Lesh did, so he's getting a Sanj now instead.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Maybe realizing the Shiva's done now for the Doom. Another chance at a fight here. They do not have Mikey nearby. But
he just missed that scan.
Yeah, that was really close.
Oh, Roche is going to spawn in 41 seconds.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Timing.
Oh,
no.
Not even close.
Got a longer one there. GH going to be gifted the shard from the Tormentor.
Thank you, Kuro, for buying yours.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Just helping out.
But yeah, a very even game in terms of net worth, but in terms of the state of it, I still like what Entity have going for them right now. It feels like they're capable of fighting with no more Aegis. We'll see if they decide to take this engagement here. Both teams obviously don't know the timing on Roche. It could be up right now. Spotting one. GH, he's right behind those trees. They ping it.
Oh, he got the shatter him off.
Gabbi, he wants to go. Oh, he wants to go really bad. Jump forward, break the ball. Yuma caught. Doom right away, but the immediate Yule Scepter up. And Yuma, he's in trouble. Pops the BKB, tries to run, nowhere to go. Dead and gone. That is the fight Entity needed.
What a chase down, dude. The Shiva's Guard, I mean, if you've ever seen a good Shiva's Guard usage, that's the best. That tree line where people love to hide in these Roche fights and just see them all. Got a perfect target that he wanted, and they have no answer to that right now.
What a big answer. I mean, that's
we questioned Gabbi, Lyrical. We questioned him. We said, I don't know if he's done a lot of this, this series.
He hadn't. That was the big play.
And he hurt you.
That's right.
And he played a sick riff on his guitar, on his Doom, and absolutely ended that fight for Nigma.
You can see the jump as soon as they find him. It's pretty rough, and now leaving open the possibility. It's still a long respawn on Roche. Kataomi's going to be a little bit upset about this as he's still hanging around the area. It finally is going to come back to life now. We'll see if Entity try and make the move over. Of course, no, Doom's going to be back up in 15 seconds too, so I'll have it for the next fight.
Well, he wants to have more than one Doom as well. Thinking about a refresher next year for Gabbi. As he races towards that level 25 to restore himself to former glory.
Well, do we see it again? Watson getting together with the rest of the crew to smoke up. Mikey there. Ward. It's a good ward for Nigma. They see Stormstormer right away. Gabbi looking. Yuma's over to the side. Yuma's trying to run away. Yuma's trying to escape, but it's going to happen again. Get over here. Pulls him back in. Didn't get anything off.
Watson stunned?
In more trouble, though. Can they keep him alive? Trying to chase Gabbi. Do they have the damage? They will. Yuma is going to drop again. That is exactly the way they need to take this fight. And the rest of the team from Nigma just trying to TP out. They will escape. But Gabbi getting everything done. He literally did hear me when I said he hasn't been doing much.
No, he's in there right now. They cannot fight. I mean, Doom may be different, but some things are still the same. And if your carry gets hit by that, there's just no chance. They did so much to try and bail him out, too.
Yeah.
He pops his BKB, he tries to run. They're chucking out all their spells. They're disabling the Pudge. I thought maybe they had a chance. They're like breaking some of that disables on him, but no, it doesn't matter. There's just more and more chase down from Entity. Their initial jump is relatively weak. They depend on either a hook or Doom getting in there and doing it. But if he does do it, they can't just run at you after.
Oh my god, and they just got 2 really big items. Aghanim Scepter done on Kataomi, and I think was there one other one that
And that was on
completed?
Mikey. Mikey's eggs on the Primal Beast.
All right.
Ooh, Kataomi's eggs, though. Yeah, that's huge.
That's a good one for him. Obviously, already has the shard also, so the multiple charges of Demonic Cleanse, and still stacking 33 minutes into the game.
So now he just ruins Beastmaster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now he completely ruins Primal Beast and Beastmaster. Both single target ultimate disables. And then, Primal Beast hates being dispelled and Beastmaster being broken. That is insane how good this counter pick is right now.
It's really hard to deal with. Yeah, I mean, they're coming together. MC bought a Lincoln Sphere. They're going to need more
for
of them.
him or for Yuma, dude?
No, it's got to be for Yuma.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think that this is a really big issue.
All right.
And honestly, what it comes down to is vision. That Shiva's being completed for Doom. They need to take fights under wards. That's how Nigma won the fights before. And even that last fight, they had a
curse
ward
of the old growth lyrical, please.
Of course.
Do not disrespect the shard.
Excuse me. My apologies.
Thank you. All right, so when Kuro curses the old growth, curse of the old growth. He is the old growth. He's cursing you.
Right.
What is the jump here? We got to get Kataomi. I mean, that's the number one. What is their jump that's there, though? It's really like Mikey getting in there. Now, he doesn't have a BKB, so that could be a bit tough with the disables. But if he can give the vision, should be chucking the Bedlam on him. Is that the play? Send him in there onto that Shadow Demon, but then Kataomi's got his own disruptions. And if he is jumped on, then you've got swaps from Fishman. We don't have the shard yet on Watson, but we could add another layer if he picks that up.
Right. I think, honestly, Mikey just needs to give the vision. Because if you get the vision with Mikey, Kuro can break Doom's Blink Dagger with Wrath of Nature then.
True.
Right? And that might make the difference. He's also got an Aghanim Scepter on NP, so it's going to force out the BKBs. But you need to find a way to stop Gabbi's initiation. That's been the issue.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of this Nature's Prophet Ags as well, because the support prophet's able to farm pretty well on the hero these days, thanks to the change to Sprout. And it's been very impactful. And we got ourselves a Leshrac who still doesn't have a Dispel. So and he is just stuck.
Mikey TPing away, sees people nearby, and
yeah,
it doesn't mute anymore.
We gotta get to 25. Life is not fair,
Blade ready, but okay, Doom down, go fight. They know about the refresher though, I'm sure, so they can have another one if they need it in the fight.
Yeah, this is just Gabbi's big brain. He's trying to bait them into the fight. They're coming. Kuro gets smoked by his teammates, immediately breaks it. He's like, excuse me, I'm farming. I'll TP in, thank you.
They want to take this engagement.
They have a ward on where Stormstormer was moving, but he's already out of there.
Yeah. No chance that they come back over this way.
Look how scared he was, dude. He TPs from there to the fountain. He's like, I am not opening up a risk here.
Right. I mean, they still have that minute and a half left on Aegis for Stormstormer, and I don't know if this is going to mean that Entity... I think Entity... It feels like they have to make some type of a move with this. Maybe not. Maybe they still do well going later.
It is dependent on them constantly hitting that Doom. Like, the fights have looked amazing, but it's those perfect fights that are happening every single time.
Right. Well, and there is the eventual, like we're seeing already queued up from Gabbi, the answer of just getting the Aghanim Scepter, and then you can just walk at him and stay on Yuma the entire time. But likewise, I kind of wonder what happens if Yuma just pops Metamorphosis and turns to battle, like if that's going to end up mattering or not. He has really been hurting for levels too. So high level on Entity for all the cores.
Yeah, they are so over leveled in comparison. And Gabbi with the bots too is only going to get greedier and greedier. He's trying to max out his XP gain right now and ensure that he's going to be in the fight no matter what. So it's like he will get 25 before the next Roche, honestly. It's very possible with a single fight.
Yuma's still been bouncing between item choices. He had queued up for a second the rapier with the Lincoln Sphere, and now is going back instead for Swift Blink into Aghanims.
I love the egg.
Trying to figure out what he wants to do.
I think the only downside is that you might get it from a Roche, and so you might feel kind of bad if you opt for it, but I think Ags is a great way to try and play these team fights, because we got Leshrac, Pudge, and Doom. All three of them are pretty susceptible to that if you catch them at the right moment.
Right.
And again, like Pudge, BKB, only at 8 seconds, but Leshrac, still no BKB.
Well, we'll see what they end up going for. What else is there? The Blink Dagger for Willow after the Kaya. And it looks like just playing now for the next Aegis. Entity don't want to get too aggressive. These Entity games do have a tendency to go later and later. And while they have avenues of winning these fights, I always feel a little bit scared against Terrorblade lineups, because it only takes one mess up and suddenly your entire game can start falling apart. Buildings are just going to drop.
Fishman, though, he enters in the God mode hack, has the Aghanims. One of the best feeling support Ags. I mean, stunning and then throwing out wave and then getting killed and stunning and waving again is just so incredible, especially when you have the shard. You actually just need to ignore the Venge. Killing the Venge is just a problem a lot of the times.
Stormstormer runs right into Yuma. They find him right away. Caught in trouble, starts to fall dead. All it took was a second. Oh, man. That was also meta used. What can they get out of this? It's still a minute and a bit till Roche is even capable of respawning, but they're running through the gate.
They need that so bad, though. That was 1,500 XP each from that kill. Like, that is huge. It's like 3/4 of a level right now that they just got. As well as almost 1,000. He actually got 800 golden MC for that kill. So he is really quite wealthy. He has a 1,500, 1,600 gold surplus now over his buyback. He can start looking to another defensive option.
That was gem reveal of Yuma, who had gone in for that Silver Edge and thought about going on the Pudge with the last remnants of that metamorphosis that was going. But now back and forth we go. It's still a 12K gold lead, but I mean, I feel like it could go either way. It's still very close to 50-50.
He does the 25 on Doom, though, so we're back. The mute is there.
Okay. Old Doom. Better Doom. Strong Doom.
Big Doom. Yeah, that's true. Does want to grab his eggs next, but obviously needs to save for buyback when you have Refresher and Boots of Travel. Please keep your buyback. And there it is, the Aghanims for Yuma. So they want a quick Roche, and they want to fight right now, and it's going to spawn in 27 seconds. I'm going down.
Let's see. What is it? Oh my God, it's almost as long as it can possibly be on that Roche. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to call that bad for Nigma. I feel like they're ready to fight. I feel like they want to like go in right now with his Ags.
Now, the plus side is that by the time the Roche is going to respawn, it's going to be on Dire side just about. So that's something to watch for here. But
that is true.
Oh God, are they going to get caught again? Stormstormer ready to run in. Watson up front and
there's no Gabbi, though.
GA should have good vision. They find him right away, but Yuma, Terror Wave out, starts to punch, but Gabby's there, starting to hit into him. Does he have enough damage to take him down? They didn't pop Metamorphosis yet. It was just the Terror Wave, and, well, he's going to die regardless. Yuma dead. Kuro now going to fall. Even if he did survive, I don't know if he would have been able to get out of there. Mikey caught again, and Beastmaster just trying to escape. But Gabbi is too strong. He keeps finding these Dooms, and Entity get themselves another couple of kills.
It's a very loud team fight. I feel like my ears are ringing from that one. We have spells flying everywhere there, but yeah, the Boots Travel 2 coming in huge. No way to counter that unless they're going to blow up the hero he's jumping on really fast. There's no waves to just immediately try to take care of. So he's very comfortable just playing on the other side of the map. And he's not humongous terribly to the point that even through that single meta of the Terror Wave that he can do enough. He was like 5 or 6 seconds away from having meta again when he died, but I'm not sure it would have mattered, especially because there was just a second Doom ready to go there with the Refresher, and he just held it.
No, true. I mean, it wouldn't have made a huge difference. It's tough. It's such a hard fight for them now. And I mean, again, if there's a silver lining, it's that Nigma will be back up by the time Roche does respawn. But still, there's just so much that's been done. Structural damage and everything else.
Yeah, would be nice to have something a little more long-lasting to try and scout out this Roche for Entity. Of course, Nigma don't have the advantage anymore either. They could send a Treant theoretically, but obviously the Hawks are dead. We got new Beastmaster.
Yeah. MC did finish off the refresher though. I wonder if they're just going to give it up. Like they're still waiting, and yeah, they're instead going to get set up on the top side of the map. So it's going to be 20 seconds till the respawn, and Entity realizing that they're going to need to fight it over there. Wait a minute, if they leave right now, dude, do we see it? Dude, Kuro's going in.
This would be the craziest thing ever if this happened.
Oh my god, dude.
If they killed Roche in the 30-second window before it went top, the illusion's going to be there.
Oh my god, it's going to be
dude,
here.
This could actually happen.
They're coming back through. Fishman realizes it. They jump in. MC looking for a roar, not able to find it. GH catching. Kataomi, they're out of position. He has already been used, but there is a hook. And they'll find GH, bring him down. Now chasing, hunting, blink away. They're fine.
Kataomi threw his ulti onto the Lincoln Sphere, trying to catch Beast.
Oh wait, but they're going top. Wait, NP up there? Yuma shows up. MC, they're on him. Do they have enough? They're coming out too late. The Terror Wave, it catches and pushes Pudge away. Finding Doom now. Gabbi's in trouble. Yuma, he gets eaten by Watson. Where's the stand? They don't have it. Mikey jumps in, taking him low. The Doom is out. It's enough. They take him down. Gabbi with round 2 is too strong. They do have buybacks, but it is not going to come quickly enough. Oh my god, that was really close to being what they needed, but in the end, it was not enough. Blink away by MC. Gabbi's still chasing. Wanting to hunt down this Beastmaster. Yeah, Gabbi is a monster. He's going to chase down and kill MC. This was his game. Oh my, I should have never doubted. As Nigma will lose MC and now down 31,000 gold. Entity on the verge of moving on in these qualifiers.
Yeah, he is truly the alchemist. He's actually just converting everything in this game into gold. He infused himself with the Aghanims. He has just become completely unstoppable. And it almost looked like for a second that he was going to go down, and then he just immediately gets back out, refreshes, dooms himself for the AoE, and no hope was left there for Nigma. They went all in knowing that this was their last real chance, like trying to fight around this. But now, the first time coming high ground might be the only time that's required here for Entity if they want a hard commit. But it is game 3 of TI qualifiers. And of course, you're going to play it out as Nigma, but it's obviously looking pretty dire right now.
It's looking incredibly tough. I mean, 35,000 gold lead is it would be quite the comeback. It does take not that long with the lineup that Nigma have to push buildings if they can get that fight win, but it's gonna take some serious mess ups by Entity.
I forgot they did Roche.
Yeah, getting it now hurts definitely, and Nigma are just gonna have to give that one up. There's no way they can contest it at this point.
Yeah, that stinks. You're like all respawn and then they wait to grab it. That's so nice. They have like way more time out on the map.
I'll let them sit in it a little bit longer. So Aegis in hand and going to get that refresher shard. They give it over to Watson, who now has the E-Blade too. 44 bonus strength given to him by Flesh Heap.
Yeah, he's got 173 strength to use for the nuke.
That's scary.
It's kind of nice. A little bit of a nuke there to add on with your E-Blade.
Well, I guess it's still based upon the other targets, but it's still good to have.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Your targets. Sorry guys, I'm caught in the past.
The old days.
Just booming around
Maybe
here.
He is too. Who knows? Gabbi finding Mikey, but not really finding him. And maybe an opportunity. Okay, they get him now. Gonna be able to collapse in. Find this man for the finish. Mikey, nowhere left to go. And another kill going the way of Gabbi. 9-1 and 18. My God. GH found. GH stomped. GH dead. Entity cleaning up every little bit of this.
It's just being chased around the map right now. Just a little bit of the old cat and mouse situation happening here. Definitely the mice on the side of Nigma.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, moving up towards high ground now. And for Nigma, the only thing they can really try to do is just cut as many waves as they can, try and buy time for Yuma. He's got one component. He's got the rapier ready. He hasn't assembled it yet, so not revealing that. Although, obviously, the hold here not going to be easy, even with that mass damage that's coming out. Gabbi did get forced to use a BKB, it looks like. Still has Doom at the ready.
Well, Nigma are pretty close to getting themselves a date with an old friend here.
Oh,
they
yeah?
lose this match. They're heading down to match up versus Alliance and S4.
Oh my God.
So some similar energy down there, you know?
What year is it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if they can hold out. Rapier is online for Terrorblade, so they do have pretty insane damage coming from the Terrorblade.
It's a 2-second fear and a 10-second meta that he gets out of it. So it's a good time to kind of assess and see if you can win the fight out of it. Sometimes you might see the old blink tear wave retreat. It does occur. But I think he needs the blink before they really want to go nuts here.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised he's even keeping buyback. I feel like you just buy the egg synth and blink and YOLO.
I mean, it kind of feels like it's needed at this point.
But if he can buy it his time, though, because they're not pushing anyway, then that's also fine.
Right.
Oh, that's a 48K lead at 50 minutes. Whew.
I know. They're so in charge of this one. Yuma's getting
they're
closer
a Gabbi ahead of net worth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, my God.
They can lose Gabbi and the game's even. Actually, they're still up like 2.5K.
I mean, I think if they manage to kill Gabbi in these fights, then they're in a really good position, to be honest, because he has carried them through these team fights. The overwhelming blink is really hard to deal with.
I can't believe we might see a level 30 Doom before like 55 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, he has farmed his heart out in this one.
That's a super Doom right now.
A level 30 Doom before Terrorblade gets 25 also. That's the other thing. All right, they're hurling boulders, putting Stormstormer up front and center. 55 seconds left on this. Roar to start. Hook pulls him back in. Mikey calls off the charge. An AC completed for Nature's Prophet. So Kuro's been farming, trying to get what he can. Buyback status available. A lot of the Dire don't have it for just a little bit of gold, but with one last racks up, Mikey is going to grab a hold, pull him on in. Watson jumping, finding, Terror Wave out. Watson's starting to get burned into him, but the jump forward, Gabbi is there. It's going to take down one. Can he take down more? Yuma catching. Oh, he doesn't quite get him, though. The fear is there, and then the swap away, and they don't have it. They don't have what they need. They can't run these heroes down.
They want to back up because there's only a couple seconds left on the Aegis now. 10 seconds there. They also don't want to force the buyback onto Watson. So, I mean, that wasn't the worst for Nigma, right? They're going to try and run it. Yuma
They held meta.
does have a lot of gold still.
Yeah.
He's buying the egg synth.
Behind that, bringing it out and ready to complete the Swift Blink. But will it be enough? He's how much away now? 700 gold away from getting the full Swift Blink. But yeah, 50,000 gold lead now. I mean, what's crazy is that they're still giving him about 10% chance to come back in this game.
That is
which is
insane.
insane to me.
Yeah. I mean, it is true they have Beastmaster Terrorblade and even a Nature's Prophet. Like, even if it is support,
Right.
and the point now is 52 minutes. He can do a little bit of ratting. He's got the +5 Treant summoned. Anything is possible if you get the waves there.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, the levels are kind of insane. The entire team of Entity, with the exception of Fishman, is above all of Nigma.
Wow.
Honestly, Fishman is catching up pretty quickly to the Terrorblade and the Beastmaster. He's getting closer to that level 25.
Wait, at level 25, Shadow Demon has a 15-second Demonic Purge cooldown. Is that real?
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
I did not know it went that low. That seems insane.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Do you even need that? It's already like 45. I feel like I'd rather have the 2 charges of Disruption. That also sounds kind of fun.
I mean, yeah, especially if you have a Refresher Shard, why not? And you have 4 charges of Disruption.
We're just isolating a hero by disrupting all of their teammates.
Yeah. Who needs it for a save, honestly?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Point.
I mean, so Nigma very much completely in a rough spot right now, to put it lightly. But they do have ways to try and at least take the fight. It just does not feel like they're going to have either the control or the damage unless it's all working together perfectly, and Entity are really messing up. 10,000 gold on the Lesh, though. 9,000 gold on the Doom, 4,000 on Kataomi, 4,000 on Watson, and Fishman's even holding on to 3,600. So to be fair, that gold lead is a little bit smaller.
That's true.
Because of just all the gold that's being held, but I don't know if that's going to make Nigma feel that much better.
So how much would we have to sell the block of cheese for?
That's a good question. Are they getting it? Where's the block of cheese?
But like if you
Surely.
could buy it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What would the value of it be? Like 15K? Because we're getting there.
I mean, maybe there's a chance. I mean, Lesh is out of items at this point. Start buying some moon shards, y'all. Let's see it. I will also say that I think at this point, if Nigma are able to make a comeback happen, it would probably go down in history as one of the greatest comebacks of all time ever. It feels like it's at that level.
It's actually, I don't know, for some reason it feels kind of possible still. I think because like overall, it's very committal when they want to go high ground, and so it's frightening because despite having these big HP pools right now, you can't, you know, it is a TB with Inner Beast and a Rapier. There's a lot of control that might lock you down.
I mean, so look at the graph real quickly and the percentage chance that Dota Plus is still giving them at this point. It's actually grown a little bit. It's like started to get back towards something. You know, Kuro's out there farming. There's some things going on here. Going back to his days of carry.
Well, like 50 minutes ago, we talked about how they could have some problems dealing with the waves later in the game because they're so clumped.
Right.
I guess that's slightly coming to fruition. Again, the inability to scout Roche is also part of it too, because they feel like they have to sort of be up here while they wait for the potential spawn, which is still a minute and 20 away.
Right. The long Roche spawns too are putting us closer to the tier 5 neutral items. And that's
yeah,
where
we
stuff
might actually get there.
Like that might, I mean, all right, here's the thing. I think Entity with this next Aegis, I want to see them try and go. I feel like they're not going to go hard on high ground. I think that they're probably going to be content with mega creeps, and that doesn't end Nigma. Particularly with this Nature's Prophet now, like they're going to be able to keep farming on the map a bit.
Megas is pretty bad though. I don't know. Megas is a big deal. Because I think it's a lot of passive pushing that's helping them right now.
Right.
Like just like getting one wave down or like one illusion is enough to counter the balance of the super creeps, but mega creeps, that's a spooky one.
No, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Well, they are chilling, big chilling, waiting for Roche.
Does he have a Wind Waker?
I think so.
He has a Wind Waker on Doom.
I don't know what he swaps that out for. His inventory is very full right now.
That is insane that he only has a 2,700 surplus at 8,400 gold.
Yeah. And I mean, level 30 now too. So Doom breaks and applies moot.
Look at his buyback cost.
Yeah.
His buyback is 4,349 gold.
Yeah, that's crazy. We also did get Metamorphosis duration on Yuma. As he hit 25, and Beastmaster went for the Primal Roar cooldown. So 30-second cooldown on that one now for MC, as Aegis is going to be claimed, and it is the refresher shard again. So we're 2 minutes until tier 5 neutrals. I think you're in an interesting spot here for Entity. Do they decide to go before the tier 5 neutrals? It looks like the call is yes, which is a little bit of a bold play.
I think you just force megas. I think I would much rather fight with my 50k lead and neither side having neutrals, right?
Dude, I mean, the percentage chance keeps going into the favor of Nigma off of this.
It's because of the neutrals. Oh, Stormstormer just goes in.
Catching him right at the start. Broken. Terror wave the backline. Yuma, he's in trouble. He's doomed. Yuma is going to go down here. No way out of that one. Rapier on the deck. The buyback is there, but they see the Rapier down on the ground. Nobody's taking it. Yuma, meta, wants to turn, wants to battle. A little bit scary. Mass buybacks, Rapier on the deck, but they're not picking it up. Yuma gets it and gets out. All right. I mean, it's 61,000 gold lead now, but they hold on. Jump in, Stormstormer. They try and take it. Another round. Catching Yuma. Metamorphosis is there, but Gabbi right on top of him. Do they have any way to save this man? This would be a dieback. They do have the Wind Waker Doom as they take down Nigma. Entity are so far in the lead and are going to stay there. 70,000. How much more can you get to? No buybacks are available. 72,000 gold is what the lead is at in the end as they call GG.